Good morning all. My name is Litabo Poloto. I'm a plastics research officer at WWF South Africa. Did you know that an average South African generates 41 kilograms in plastics waste each year, which is way above the 29 kilograms global average. And as a country, that amounts to 2.4 million tons every year of plastics waste generated. At WWF South Africa, we are working to keep plastics from even reaching nature through adopting what we call the circular economic approach. I have identified a couple of areas where I can start cutting down the amount of plastic that I consume. So I've came across a couple of stores in town where they sell non-plastic packaged goods, like you go with your jar and you weigh whatever product and the amount of it that you need. And I just look at the on-pack recycling labels, which kind of clearly tell us whether something is recycled. If it says widely recycled for both the top and the lid, I can be assured that after doing my separation of sauce at home, it would be recycled. And now I'm about to start my actual work day. And for me to be able to do that, I need to log onto my computer, which by the way is a very good example of plastic use.
Good day everyone, my name is Tsimbanani Ntsibande. I'm based in a small town called Maclear as a project coordinator for the most exciting project, which is looking at establishing a new grasslands national park of 30,000 hectares within a high altitude grassland biome in the Eastern Cape. Did you know that our grasslands biome is one of the least protected biomes in South Africa, in a way that we only have got just less than 4% of them that are under formal protection? But the grassland biome is very important, which is why WWF and South African National Parks are joining hands in establishing this new national park, which is a national park with a difference, as it will be established within an agricultural working landscape through working together with both private and communal landowners. They're making a living out of livestock. So livestock raising is one of the primary land use in this area. So it is very important that we all join hands in ensuring that the grassland biome is conserved and it's well managed and it's in good felt condition. Important part about this project is that it is located within the strategic water source area. So these areas are very important for water supply and provision to our people. And remember, water is life. As I'm heading to meet with the chief and his community in the Batlogwa Traditional Council, I'm not expecting to get any delays because this is a very isolated area. So cheers, we'll chat later as I'm going now to meet with the community.
Hi, I'm Shelley Fuller and we're here at Vondeling Wine Farm in the Powderberg area, just outside Wellington in the Western Cape.
Goedemiddag, I'm Jacques van Rensburg and we both work in sustainable agriculture. We're here today at Vondeling to plan a celebratory event for the signing of the 50th Conservation Champion. It's a major milestone for us. The Grand Conservation Champions are a group of farms that are scattered throughout the Cape Winelands. They are landowners that are committed to regenerative farming practices, conserving their beautiful natural habitats, and implementing practices to reduce their water and electricity usage. This farm specifically is home to a specific species of plant called the babiana, which is endemic to the region and is only found on this little mountain range here. So that's part of what we do, is we try and protect these individual plants so that they're there for future generations.
Farming in a way that's in harmony with nature and conserving their natural areas, but also producing excellent crops and products such as a bottle of wine. So that helps us fund the work we need to do and helps us offer recognition to the farms that we work with.
Tobel. I am Bokamusole Bebe, the Fisheries Improvement Project Coordinator for the Fish for Good project. I work with commercial fisheries like the tuna pole and line fishery, the pelagic longline tuna fishery, the rope-grown mussel fishery, and the squid jig fishery. I also work with small-scale artisanal fisheries like the East Coast rock lobster fishery. One of the things I enjoy most about my job is visiting the fisheries I work with. Recently, I was in Saldanha Bay visiting the rope-grown mussel fishery that I work with. Like all the fisheries within the Fish for Good project, we are working to ensure that this fishery is on a path of environmental and social sustainability. Although growing mussels on ropes is considered sustainable, the ropes can potentially entangle with marine mammals and seabirds. Our role is to provide guidance and support to the fishery so that they can continue fishing in an environmentally sustainable way and continue creating employment for the local community.
My name is Marco Giorgio and I'm the Community Projects Lead for WWF South Africa's KETA program. Did you know there are about 2 million people living on the western boundary of the Kruger National Park? So here in the Greater Kruger, my job focuses on building positive relationships between people in protected areas. And we do this by listening and by talking and by taking time to understand the complexities of people's relationship with nature. And then we work with communities and other relevant stakeholders to also try to come up with ways to address some of these pressing issues that exist between communities and protected areas, and to also try and build good neighborly relations between protected areas and communities. I also support our CLOs who are seconded to sandparks to help strengthen sandparks and Kruger's capacity to meaningfully engage with communities. As you can imagine, the sheer size of the Kruger National Park, with about 11 traditional authorities, with many towns and many villages on the western boundary where we work, keeps our days pretty busy. But it is rewarding work. And every day, the low-felt sunset symbolizes a good day's work. Thanks for popping into our corner of the world. Bye!